Hello and welcome to the podcast, episode 9. Today, my guest is singer-songwriter Aria Gardner. Welcome.
Hello, thank you for having me. Thank you.
No problem. Before we start, I'd just love for you to state your name and pronouns for the audience so they get to know you and know how to address you.
Okay, I'll speak as the admin of this account, but you can still refer to me as Aria with the she/her pronouns. This character of Aria Gardner is a singer, first and foremost songwriter, actress, and dancer, and other little bits and pieces like I really love activism and things like that. So all that kind of
And
stuff.
nice. And you've been on DG for almost a year now, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. I actually didn't realize that. Oh my God, I can't believe it.
Your anniversary is coming up.
Hmm.
Get ready. That's in from the day that this is released, a week.
Oh my
So
God,
that's exciting.
that's incredible. Oh my God.
I brought you here because of some releases that are coming out and releases that have come out. For example, your Christmas collab with
Yes, correct.
one of my last guests, Lennon Amore.
Hmm.
Could you bring me through that? What was the journey?
So I guess I'll begin with the second single that we put out, which was "Born to the Night." I had so much fun doing that. But then I just was speaking to the to Lennon, and I just kind of wanted to see what their plans were with how things were going to go and what kind of releases they were going to do. And she said we both kind of came up with it that we would love to do some kind of Christmas release or Christmas album. We had so much fun doing our first joint album, which was Affinity, met with so much praise, had so much fun doing that. And it was just kind of natural, to be honest. We just had so much fun and we thought that it would be fun to collaborate on another album that
And you
was
have such
Christmassy themes.
yeah, and you have such a genuine connection. Sorry for interrupting you there.
It's
That's my
okay,
bad.
don't worry, don't worry.
It comes with a connection of like internet and everything. You think you're done and turns out no, it's just buffering. Obviously you two have such a connection. You've Lennon talked me through your friendship on her episode,
Hmm.
I believe, but I'd love to hear like your side of the story. How did you two meet?
Well, actually, I guess it was, if I remember correctly, it was on the 31st of December last year
Oh, directly
that
on New
she
Year?
came. Exactly, yeah. I remember being sat celebrating with family, and she came and she just was just so nice and just followed me, liked all of my posts. I had like three on there at that point in time, or like six.
Mhm.
And she was just super nice, super genuine right from the beginning. And it
She's a
just
great
got
person.
exactly, we just got to talking and it just kind of flourished this friendship.
Mm. And you said before that you are quite interested in activism, as we all should
Yes,
be.
yes.
Like I myself, big advocate. Hmm, I can
Advocate.
speak. Advocate for LGBT rights. Obviously, Black Lives Matter. All of the movements that are positive. I am
Hmm. Absolutely.
staying away from cancel culture because that is bad. I'd love to know like what brings you to be such an ally in all of the forces.
Well, and can I just say, in the beginning, I said that I was all that I said, like, oh, I really love activism. I should have said,
Mhm.
I really enjoy being a part of the activist movement. That's probably the
Mhm.
best way to put it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am super in love with all these movements that have started to come out and that are really starting to become really, really mainstream. I'm such a huge advocate of Black Lives Matter, the LGBT community,
Mhm.
visibility for minorities everywhere. I believe that as humans, we are all just that. We are all humans, no matter what, no matter sexual orientation, no matter religious views, no matter race or heritage or family. We are all human beings, and that's that. And nobody should be treated differently because of how we differ, if you know what I mean. I
Hmm.
just think that every single person is so special, and I will judge someone based on the contents of their character rather than their religious beliefs or orientation, heritage, or even their appearance. I choose to base my judgment of someone on their character and that only.
Great. I just got
Sorry,
like completely lost.
I went on a bit of a tangent there, but just
That's
wanted to keep it
okay.
real.
Whatever makes the episode like interesting and catchy. Your latest single that isn't Christmas related, Born to the Night. I would love to know what brought you on the songwriting process and how it feels to, I think you said it was triple platinum or more what?
Yes, yes. I just
Tell me
found
about
out
it.
that the single went triple platinum, which is absolutely insane. I guess the kind of writing process behind that, it was like pretty much right off of the success of the first single, Naked, post Affinity, the album that I did with Lennon Amore. Born to the Night is just, it's about feeling alive when everybody else is asleep, as if the world has gone to sleep, and in the nighttime, that is when we start to come alive, essentially. And I think there's so many different kind of ways that you can go along with that. I choose to look at it as I don't really fit in a lot
Hmm.
alongside with a lot of the people that I see during the day, and I find that I'm more comfortable when it's nighttime, when everyone's gone to sleep and I can do my own thing and no one's watching, and I'm able to do what I choose to do without anyone having any say so or judgment. If you kind of get what I mean.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm completely the opposite. I am very much a morning person. I will wake up at 6 a.m. just to, you know, feed my cat.
Mhm.
I don't know why. He's fed enough. He's going to get overweight, but that's beside the point.
Oh my god.
Um, you I mean, you seem like someone who loves Christmas. This
Oh my
is like,
god. Oh my
this
god,
is the
yes.
season. We just finished Thanksgiving, you
Hmm.
know, down with the turkey bird. Really, the whole celebration is more about the fact that we stole from the Native Americans, but we're not going to get into that.
No, let's stay away from the
Let's,
from that side of things. Let's keep it nice.
yeah. What is your relationship with Christmas like? Is there like a deep rooted
Wow.
story, I guess?
Well, I just think it's the same for like so many people that we all have so many incredible memories that stem from celebrations during Christmas time. I know that I have so many incredible moments in the past that I look back on so fondly during the Christmas time.
Hmm.
And this is kind of why I wanted to do something during this time with my friend Lennon, just because I wanted to put the joy that I feel at Christmas time into something that people will kind of get that same joy out of listening, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I definitely think your voices like combine together so well. I don't know what the proper musical language that you say when that like intertwines, I
When they
guess.
harmonize together, yes.
Yeah, I love that.
Thank you.
It's so nice on the ears. Um, that's such a weird thing to say. I'm talking to, you know, big celebrities on this podcast, and here I am talking about how my ears feel
No, I
nice.
100% understand what you're saying. Please, I 100% know what you're saying. And I thank you for that compliment. I definitely think that our voices work really nicely together. They harmonize very well.
It's it's definitely tricky for like artists to admit that. I feel like a lot of the time there comes self-doubt and self-deprecation that comes also in posting pictures a lot as well,
Hmm.
since people are so pressured to post every day,
Yeah.
get a certain amount of likes, when it's really not about that. It's more about you're having fun. You're using this platform to share what you love. It's not like a
No,
competition,
yeah,
I
I don't
guess.
look at this. I just think that some people look at this kind of thing, posting every day and remaining really active. I feel like some people view it as a chore just because they have
Mm.
to get the likes, they have to get the exposure by posting things every single day. And I think that can be really tiring. I remember when I first
Mm.
began this particular account, I felt the pressure to post like every single day. And it just got me nowhere because I just felt like it became a chore essentially of trying to find new ways that I could photograph this or something else that I could take a photo of, or what else can I post on my story and etc. etc. It just at the end of the day would become a chore for me personally. So I prefer to keep things spaced out and post when I want to.
That is an absolutely amazing philosophy. And
Thank you. Well, I
do what
try
you
not
want.
to with things like this. I try not to overcomplicate them. This is not a chore. This is what I do. This is so much fun. I have so much fun doing this, and I don't want it to become a chore.
And it shouldn't, because a lot of the time this is somewhere where people come to de-stress. It's another reality. We don't come here to get stressed. We come here to relax, take it
Yes,
down a notch.
absolutely. We don't come here to spread hate or bring anybody else down. It's all about just having fun and connecting with the people that like the content.
Lovely. You work with Regime Entertainment,
Yes.
uh, Lennon's fabulous company. Uh, Not Lennon specifically, but the one she works with.
Yeah.
I'd love to know, like, were you originally independent? Were you always signed? Was it like to do with the trainee program?
Well, I guess I'll speak about kind of the two sides to it. So as admin, I'll speak as the admin of the account. When I
Mhm.
first began this particular account and this character, I didn't necessarily mean for it to become a music account. I wanted the account to be about the aesthetic and kind of the fashion, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
I really enjoy making clothes myself, and so I love to create things that. I mean, you can see in the earlier post. There's one particular post that is Aria was attending the Bella Barbie doll, Bella doll. I'm not sure what the username is, but they were having a really big
Bella.
account on yes Bella.
Mhm.
They were having a welcome winter doll party. I was like, wow. So I created the full outfit and I just loved that. But then when I got to talking with Lennon and I kind of started to see the other side of DG and see what other people were doing, it tied in with myself, the admin, just because I'm a singer
Mhm.
also. Like I just tried to mirror it through. So the character really blossomed because of the music and because of Lennon essentially and what she exposed me to. And so that's when I decided that I wanted to start to do music and things like that, and it just blossomed from there really. And the whole backstory of Aria and where she's from, family, friends, what she loves doing. Yeah, I love doing it now.
That's always my favorite part. Um, Coming up with backstories.
Hmm.
I'm an English major, so I'm like full on in it, if you know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying.
completely understand. Yes.
Um, I'm just going through her account right now because I'm trying to like think of questions. I'm amazed at how like beautiful you
Oh,
are, how beautiful your
please,
feet is.
please. I'm not that bad. Don't worry. I'm not.
Putting you on a high pedestal. I'm so sorry.
Honestly, it's fine. I'll take the compliment. Thank you so
I
much.
sh I should be Canadian with the amount of times that I apologize.
Oh my god, Oh my god, I 100% understand what you're saying. Being the admin, being British, I'm so overly polite with everything that I do. Literally, I could say something to someone and I'd be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." I'd say thank you about 20,000 times. I'd say sorry for saying sorry. then I'd say sorry for saying again sorry. It's a complete mess.
I get it from my dad.
Mhm.
He's British. He directs films. Love the guy,
Mhm.
but a lot of the time I get my mannerisms from him. But also, quite thankfully, his cooking skills, which thanks Dad for the great tips on how to cook a turkey, because I would not have known. Giving my dad a shout out as if he listens to this. He doesn't because he's busy, but not his thing. He's more of a comedy podcast kind of guy,
Yeah.
not really an interview guy. You get what I'm saying? Um, a lot of like not a lot of artists, but there are quite a few artists that talk about their parents, post with their parents. I know like a great part of Lennon's uh I guess backstory
Mhm.
comes from her parents.
Yeah.
I'd love to know more about your family if that's not like too
No,
invasive.
that's completely fine. I'd love to. Um, so this character, like I said before, how the heritage and the backstory has really blossomed. Aria is of predominantly white descent, which is, I mean, you could probably guess that, but also African. I think it's Northern African and French too. Her mother is Louise Gardner, who is white, and then her dad is Edward, who is white, and they're not Northern African.
Mm.
So yes, we have a lot of different kind of areas that we're pulling together.
Meanwhile, I am double white with a parent from England and parent from California,
Oh my god, I
as
love
if those
that.
are two separate countries.
No, but I love that.
Uh,
That's
really
amazing.
not a very eccentric mix, but more of a I have two different parts of the same descendancy, I
Hmm.
guess. You can go way up the family tree. They're probably connecting at some point, but I've never been a history person or a geography person.
Hmm.
Not my thing. Didn't do well on those exams, if you get my gist.
I
You're
totally understand what
here.
you're saying.
Yeah, you're here to promote, obviously. Um, Christmas album. Any new projects in the future that you can reveal, but also not too much, because
A couple of things have just popped into my mind, but I really, really don't want to say anything. I guess I'll talk about the Christmas album first of all. So it's called
please do.
Joyeux Noël, and that kind of harps back to
Okay.
Ari's French descendancy. So we have that. The first single was Santa Baby, which so much praise from everyone. Really, really love that song. It was so much fun. The album is coming out on the 30th, which is Monday, which is like incredibly exciting. The
The day this releases.
Oh my god, that's incredible. So yeah, it's releasing on the 30th. We're gonna have the inspired by the Affinity triple covers. We're gonna have three, one of Aria, one of Lennon, and one of us collectively together, like the main one, if you understand what I mean. The
Yeah.
track list will be revealed on Monday as well as the release. So yeah, and I have a couple of things in the pipeline, but I will not say anything else.
I am looking forward to it.
I'm so excited. I'm over the moon excited.
It's my favorite part of this platform, watching, looking at everybody's album covers, listening to their music.
Hmm.
It's just it's so great.
I
Are there
love
any
it. And I was just going to say that I find it so much fun trying to get together with other musicians too. I just speaking to their admins and looking at their pages. I find it so much fun. I really do.
is there anyone you look up to in particular that you would love to work with in the future?
Um, well, I guess. Um, oh God, I will say that the musicians that I look up to, definitely one would be Eleni Hamasaki. I believe her surname is Eleni.
I love
Her
her.
account is, oh my God, it's just perfection. It's just,
Did you see that picture of her at Spotify?
yes, yes, it's
That was so good.
so good. I just, oh God, I just love it. And of course, Linon too. Not only do I find her an amazing friend, I think that she's a great musician too. But then
Of
also
course.
someone else that I look up to is Chanel Oberlin. The her doll account, I just find it
She's the queen of DG.
incredible,
Honestly,
incredible.
if I could get her, that would be amazing. But this is the penultimate episode of this season,
Oh,
so
really?
yeah, next episode's gonna be the last
Oh my
one.
God.
So I really hope I get someone in the big books. I That was a weird
No,
saying.
but I know what you mean. You want to end on a high. You want to end on like a boom.
Yeah. I was considering bloopers, but then was like, maybe not.
That can be like that extras part.
Mm. I'll have like a little in between, a filler episode whilst I, you know, branch
Hmm.
out. I feel like the next step for the podcast is gonna be maybe advice, maybe I don't know, just chatting between myself, my multiple
That
personalities. I don't have any.
sounds amazing. No, honestly, that sounds like such a therapeutic way of just completing a season or completing a chapter. I know that I would listen to it.
Just hours of me talking. I have been told that I am quite
You
relaxing,
are.
like
You. I
my
was
voice.
just going to say that I'm so happy to be here because I find your presentation to be perfection. I really do. I find your voice to be so soothing. I love your account. It's so great to be here.
Thank you. Um, the what am I saying? A lot of the time, this I just go into a complete silence. Because I'm starstruck. I
Please,
should be able
there's
to
no need to
talk.
be starstruck. Please.
It's the months in quarantine make me forget my social skills, even though I have someone who I live with. Um, but to be fair, most of the time, I don't know if you do this, but when you're in the same room as someone, but you're still texting,
Yes, always, always, always.
I get
It's just the era of social media at this point.
I mean, this is probably how I would have communicated with my siblings if they weren't so much younger than me and not allowed a phone yet, because obviously Chelsea is. Oh my God, my little sister's turning
Oh
10,
my
I think.
god. Oh my god, that's
It's
amazing.
so weird. Grow up so fast.
Double digits.
I mean, I felt like kind of blown out of the water when I was earlier in February when I turned 20. I was like, what am I doing with my life? I am no longer a teenager and I have to pull myself
Hmm.
together.
I know what you feel.
I don't even know what I'm going to do after graduation,
Yeah.
you know? Um, Before this episode ends, which it does in just a couple of minutes, um, I'd love to know what you've been doing to get yourself through the lockdown that's been keeping your hopes up, like baking, yoga, whatever.
Um, well, it's just been writing, really. Just writing, composing. Um, it's not really not anything exciting. Nothing incredible that has happened during the lockdown, but it's just been, first and foremost, remaining safe, complying with all of
Mm,
the social distancing measures, hand
wearing a
sanitizing,
mask.
yes, wearing a mask, also just making sure to keep connected with family over the phone. Um, yeah, and just like I said, just writing with my friends, and that's it. Unfortunately, nothing incredibly exciting.
This is a formal reminder for everyone to call their grandparents because they miss you.
Yes, and also social distance. Wear a mask. Hand sanitize,
Mm.
please.
And also, before we wrap up, I'd love to for you to just promote any social medias, projects, people you want other people to follow.
Well,
You know, whatever you want me to put in the episode description.
so I guess the first account that I mentioned is my own, which is at Aria Gardner. The other account that I mean, you don't have to follow, but maybe just keep an eye on is Aria Gardner Designs, which is my designs or my kind of the account that I tie in with my Etsy store. I haven't made anything recently, but don't worry, there will be more releases coming out soon. I promise. I'm just really busy at the moment, so I definitely am keeping on track with that. And then also follow Resume. Regime, however you want to pronounce it, Entertainment, which is the label I'm signed to. And yeah, I suppose follow my friends, follow, I don't know, Lennon, yeah, follow her.
All right, then we shall end this podcast, if you will, the way that I ended my vlogs when I did them for a while, which is I love your faces, and I will see you later. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for listening. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already and follow the accounts that will be linked in the description of this episode. And I will see you next Monday.